Tonight, a story that's stirring up some powerful memories across the 5 boroughs. It has now been 50 years since the last Monster Park, the beloved annual gathering in Central Park where New Yorkers brought their monsters together for a day of games, competitions, and community.
Monster Park started in 1789 as a simple gathering, just a handful of monster owners meeting on the green.
Our own Dorothy Parker is live in Central Park tonight. Dorothy, I understand there's a growing movement to bring it back?
That's right, Jack. I'm standing here at the Monster Park Memorial on the south end of the park, and I can tell you, even 50 years later, people still come by to leave flowers and little stuffed monsters. To a lot of New Yorkers, Monster Park was where you went to celebrate the bond between humans and their monsters.
And as we all know from the famous statue of the president and his monster, those bonds can grow very strong indeed.
There's a real push now to bring Monster Park back. To understand why this matters so much, you really have to see what it was. And fortunately, we have some remarkable footage. By the 1970s, it had become the biggest event of the year. And what people always say about Monster Park, what everyone remembers, is how ordinary it felt. You'd see a 40-foot growler just sitting in the grass while people had lunch 10 feet away. That was just a Saturday. Every kind of monster you can imagine, from the big ones everyone knows to the little guys you barely notice. Monster Park was the one day a year where it didn't matter how big or how wild your monster was. You brought them. They played. Everybody played. The dance competition was always the highlight.
Monster Park really was something special, and for almost 200 years it went off without a major incident. But in 1976, well, if you were in New York that day, you remember.
In retrospect, everybody should have known that inviting a band with pyrotechnics to Monster Park was not the best of ideas. But it was the 70s. Metal was the coolest music of the day, and Monster Park had always been a party. The dragons saw the flames and then they joined in. They weren't attacking. They didn't know what they were doing, but a tree caught fire. The tree came down on a growler, one of the big ones. After that, it was just chaos.
37 people lost their lives that day. Over 100 monsters were killed or had to be put down. The city banned Monster Park the following week. It has never been held since.
But now it might be coming back.
We understand so much more now about how they respond to stimuli, what triggers panic, and how to keep monsters calm. The people I've spoken to say that the lesson of 1976 isn't that monsters and people can't be together. It's that we didn't know enough yet.
I would definitely be there, Dorothy. It would be a great experience.
It really would, Jack. And honestly, this little guy would love to come out and play.